Hello! Let's make some easy and cheesy broccoli with grilled chicken. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be easy. It's going to come together so quickly. And this cheese sauce is just made with a few ingredients. And it is going to be as yummy or even more yummy than anything you're going to get from a box. I guarantee it. I totally guarantee it. I'm going to have the broccoli and the cheese sauce with some simply grilled chicken. And I'm also going to steam up that broccoli, season it, and then drown everything in this homemade cheese sauce. Let's go. So the first thing you will need is some chicken. I am going to use some organic, boneless and skinless chicken thighs. I'm going to use up this sad little tree of broccoli that was hanging out in my refrigerator. I'm going to use this Italian blend cheese. It's white, so if you want yellow cheese, use a different kind of cheese, okay? I'm also going to use this reduced fat milk. I recommend whole fat, but that's all I had, so that's what I'm going to use. And you'll need a little bit of flour, and you'll also need some butter that I do not have pictured here. Of course, you'll also need some salt and pepper for seasoning, and I'm going to use my Tony Chachere's, my trusty Chachere's for my chicken, and I'm going to grill up some onions to go with my chicken. So that's my onion. Okay, we see the onion. Put it down. Thank you. All right, let's move on. So the first thing I'm going to do is to heat up my grill pan. My grill pan takes a little bit of time to get heated up, so I'm going to start heating that up first. Okay, yes. And then I also started my water to boil for my broccoli. Have my steamer basket and my boiling water. So that's just going to go until I get the broccoli all chopped up. So let's do that right now. I'm going to chop up the broccoli. As you can see, I like to eat the stems and the florets because we don't waste stuff over here. So I'm going to eat both. I'm going to put those little florets into the pot, and whoop, it's not going to fit. Whoop, it's also still not going to fit. There we go. Perfect. So I'm going to steam those until they are tender. Next, to make the cheese sauce, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of butter to a small pan, and I'm going to melt it down. And when it gets melted, I will add the flour. I am making a roux. So if you've never made a cheese sauce at home, this is just a basic way to make a roux, which will be the thick base for your cheese sauce. My butter is unsalted, so I added a little bit of salt to make sure that the cheese sauce will be well seasoned. And now adding the flour. So after you add the flour to the butter, you'll want to stir it together. And at this point, you're going to have to use your best judgment because your cheese sauce can be as thick or as runny as you like it. So I'm going to add milk and water, basically, to create the sauce. And I'm going to just add the milk first and water later until the sauce is to my desired consistency. The most important thing to remember to create your cheese sauce so it's not lumpy, because we don't want lumpy cheese sauce. We want it to be smooth. The most important thing to remember is to make sure that your milk is cold. If your milk is room temperature, or dare I say warm, your cheese sauce will be lumpy. So that goes for gravies too. If you make white gravy this way, just remember to make sure your milk is cold, and that will spare you from the horror of having some lumpy ass cheese sauce. All right, so now we're ready. We have the base all mixed together. And it's to a very smooth consistency, as you can see. So I'm going to now add the cheese and just mix it in. And if you get some cheese that melts very easily, like I have, it will just do what it's supposed to do. Look, it just like disappears into the sauce and it becomes very creamy and perfect to pour over whatever you want to pour it over. I tasted mine off camera and it needed a little bit more of salt and definitely some pepper, so I added that in, and now I'm ready to plate. As you could see in the previous clip, kinda in the bottom of the clip, I was turning my chicken over as I was making the sauce. So everything is now all ready at the same time. I have my grilled chicken, my onions, and then eventually the star of the show, the broccoli and the cheese sauce. Come on, where are you? There she is. So there's my steamed broccoli. Very gently trying to shake it out in one go from the steamer basket so I can look very impressive to YouTube viewers like you. I am arranging my broccoli so it looks very attractive on the plate. And now I have my cheese sauce that I am going to just stir up a little bit just to get it all back together. And I just want to show you that look at it, it spreads very easily and it is perfect for this purpose. If you wanted to use the cheese sauce to make macaroni and cheese or something, you would of course want it to be a little bit thicker, and of course you'd want to bake it with your noodles. But for the purposes of dousing your broccoli in cheese sauce, this is the perfect consistency in my opinion. You do it the way that you want to. So just a couple of more looks at how great this looks. I am so proud of this, and I am so thankful to you for watching the Basic Ass Cooking channel. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And before you go, here is a zoomed in sexy view of this food. Yes, bye.